Hello, today I'm going to do a review of the 000m-15. Here it is. And if you're looking at this guitar, thinking about buying it, you're likely aware that it's a straight lift of the Martin 000m-15, but at about a quarter of the price. This guitar we got from an online instrument supplier for just over €300. And I hope you can see it okay. Very nice guitar. It's quite plain, going for that sort of old school rootsy look, which personally I really like, and they've done a very nice job. Okay, let's go down through the guitar. Starting with the headstock. This would be one of my only complaints about the guitar. They've put too much stain on the headstock. It's only aesthetics, I know, but it means there's not much grain in there. You can't see any grain, and in comparison to this lovely grain in the mahogany, it's a bit of a shame. It's quite noticeable, but it's only aesthetics. Turning over, we see the tuners here are these chrome Grover tuners. Pretty good. Factory stock, but do a nice job. Haven't noticed any strings slipping or any notes dropping, so I'm pretty happy with them, I have to say. The nut and the saddle, they're made of bone. Moving down into the neck is 25.5 inch scale, which is 20 frets and 14 frets up to the body. The fingerboard is made of a rosewood, as is the bridge. And I have to say the frets, it's a lovely finish on the frets. You know, just running the finger and the thumb up and down, they don't catch at all. I didn't have to do any work on them. And that's just some of the subtle things in the construction of this guitar that I've noticed that I'm very impressed with. Similarly, the neck joined into the body, it's very well done. I'm no expert, but looking at it in comparison to my other guitars and just the guitars I've played, I think this guitar is very well constructed and they've done a very good job. In fact, even when I bought the guitar out of the box, it was pretty good to play, pretty good action. Little high for me, so I changed it to my own preference, but it worked pretty well. It comes with Martin medium gauge strings, pretty good as well. I have changed them since, but to be honest, this guitar was ready to play out of the box. Moving down then into the body, it's got this mahogany solid top with a really nice grain in it, really nice finish there. And turning over, mahogany, sides and back, they're both laminate, so the sides and back are mahogany laminate. As you may notice there, when I'm turning over the guitar, it's quite narrow in the waist. And when I first saw the guitar, I was a little surprised by that because I thought maybe that's a bit too small for me. But now I've really got used to it. It's very nice to play. It sort of just sits into the body in a nice way. It's not, you know, for me, sometimes the parlor guitars are a bit too small and the dreadnoughts can be a bit too chunky. This is just nice in the middle, and likewise that impacts on the sound. It has a lovely mid-range, a lovely balanced mid-range. And it's very good for picking. If you're more of a picker than a strummer, I think this guitar could be more suited to you. It's not that it's good, it can't strum, and in fact it's not bad, but for me it's not big enough. It doesn't have enough bottom end. I prefer it a bit more bassy, so if I'm playing a dreadnought or what have you. Nevertheless, you can do pretty much most of those things on this guitar. And if you like to play folksy music or sort of rootsy style or maybe bluegrass, I think this guitar could be well suited for you. One of the other concerns I might have about this guitar, it's only time will tell, but if you're looking at it, it's got this beautiful seamless kind of finish on it, but it means there's no binding. And only time will tell how that will impact on the guitar. You know, it's going to obviously take a few knocks, but also I have found with all acoustic guitars, but particularly with the mahogany guitar I have, the impact that they can have from the humidity. So if you live in a climate where you've got issues with humidity, this guitar will need to be kept well stored. In fact, I got the Sigma case with this guitar, which was about €100, but it's a very snug fit, and I think it's not always easy to find a good fit for the guitar case for a tremolo body. And so I recommend that, I have to say, because, you know, for looking after this type of wood, and again, because it doesn't have the binding, I think it's important, if you can, to invest in a decent case as well. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this guitar. Actually, more than happy. I think it's a really nice guitar. The construction is very good. It plays very well. It has a lovely mid-range tone. And if you like folksy, kind of rootsy music, I think this guitar could be very well suited for you. For picking, it's really, really nice. So let's have a listen to it.